Vanna has discovered the Christmas tree. And our last year in the house was up for sale, so we had it all staged. Our last Christmas in our house before we moved into the van, we didn't have a tree. We had like a little 1-foot tree up on the kitchen counter, and that was it. So we have not had a Christmas tree since we've been in the van. This is Vanna's first Christmas tree. All right, guys, let's show you our apartment that we will be in for all my recovery time here in Medellin. We did that whole last video and never really gave you guys a tour because it was a pretty hectic week when we were moving in. But we have a nice little kitchen with a full-size refrigerator, microwave, oven, a washing machine, which is really nice. No dryer, but that's not unusual down here. And we have a nice little balcony out here where we overlook our quiet little residential street. It is very close to a couple of fun streets with restaurants and a mall. And then there's the tree that y'all already know I put up. Now this couch is a black leather, very nice couch. So we had to order this little velvety cover to protect it from the cats. The same thing with these chairs, which are very comfy, but we gotta keep them covered up. We actually really like that this has a desk. It makes the editing much easier. Now, perhaps the favorite part of this apartment, for the kitties anyway, is this really long hall. They have both learned that they can Scooby-Doo down the hall. It is a 2-bedroom apartment. G has taken over this bedroom, which will be the bedroom that if my knee's bad the first couple of nights, Curt will have his own bed. And here's the master bedroom. And there's Curt doing some editing. We also have 2 bathrooms, which is very nice. And off of the bedrooms, another balcony. So the kitty cats absolutely love this. They can sit right here on this ledge and watch the world go by, just like the screen door in the van. Feels pretty comfy, doesn't it, Curt? It's a good little place for us to have to do this surgery and little home base. So there is the tour of our Airbnb in Medellin, Colombia. Bathroom right there. Nothing fancy, but comfortable and perfect for what we need. In the middle of the day on our street, a lot of fruit vendors come up and down the street selling avocados, bananas, mangoes, papayas, and every once in a while the vegetable guy comes. We need vegetables and the vegetable guy is here. So Curt is headed down right now to get some onions and maybe some potatoes. How'd you do?
I got some papas, some potatoes, some tomatoes, some peppers, and some onions. So
how much?
I did pretty good. It was 8 mil.
So
mil.
8,000 pesos, $2.
Less than $3.
Right at the front door. Nice, huh?
Look at this. So I don't know what I just said, but I got peppers.
Peppers.
Big bag of carrots.
Ooh, carrots.
Big sleeve of potatoes.
Potatoes.
And a big sleeve of tomatoes.
Nice.
It was like less than $3.
Perfect. There goes Curt. Headed out for a little adventure.
All right, I told you guys I was gonna go on an adventure today. And to be fair, we have been running a lot of errands, a lot of hospital stuff, getting settled into the apartment, getting familiar with our surroundings. And I've been in need of a little adventure. So I'm in my Uber right now, which is the first leg of the adventure, but I'm meeting up with some newfound friends and we're gonna go on a little hike that's supposed to have an amazing view of the city. I can't wait to show you guys Medellin from a little different perspective, and that's where we're going, so come on. I told you guys about the motorcycles in Medellin and in Colombia in general. But I've done a little research, and it turns out there's about 5,000 fatalities a year from motorcycles. At least that's what the statistics I found said. Now 5,000 fatalities is divided up mainly between the 4 main cities, Cali, Cartagena, Medellin, and Bogota. We've been to 3 out of those 4, but that's a lot of fatalities. If you divide that by the 4 cities, there's about 2 or 3 fatalities a day. And that really kind of matches what people on the ground tell me. So whether or not that's an accurate stat, I believe it based on what I've seen. And it's sad and unfortunate. So I was just talking to John, my cab driver here, and I was videoing. So I told him we had a YouTube channel. So he pulled it up right here on his phone. It's not only a great spot. All right, step 1 of my adventure is complete. If you look down there into the valley, you can see Medellin. It's a big city. It stretches down the valley, but you can see how it climbs up the mountainside. My new friends live in this apartment complex right here. Wow, what a beautiful view.
I pay only like $140 for this apartment.
$140 a month for this apartment. And look at this stunning view. Now it's up the hill a ways. It's, wow. What a gorgeous place. So I don't think I've introduced you, but this is Carlos, my new buddy. And I met him through Yami at the yoga studio. And so this is the place. And look at the little gato. Hi, gatito. Hi, gatito.
I love fried chicken.
I love fried chicken too. So we're here in Robledo. We started the hike up. The first bit's through the neighborhood, and just learning about the city as we go up. So, but there's plenty of interesting stuff to see, no doubt. So you spend most of your time here then in this neighborhood, or do you travel around the city quite a bit?
I did. I went around the city my first month.
Yeah.
I would just spend my nights.
So the area off there down over the road is downtown Medellin, the city center. Wow, pretty cool.
So you can see the difference between Laureles and this neighborhood.
So this right here, some chorizo right there. It looks and smells tasty. And they got some empanadas. What's that round little balls of bread called?
This is called buñuelo. That's cheese and dough deep fried.
Oh, okay, cool. And duelo?
Buñuelo.
Buñuelo. Muchas gracias. The pointed building in the middle is
called Coltejer.
Colteje?
Coltejer building, the tallest building in the city.
That's the tallest building in the city. Cool. Wow. All right, guys, we've been walking uphill for about 15 minutes and really haven't noticed, just learning about Colombia and all the cool stuff that Carlos has done, all his travels. Well, look at this view of the city up here. And we're barely probably halfway, right?
Barely halfway.
All right, so we just checked the time. We've been walking for 50 minutes, just under an hour. We're still walking up through the mountains to this city. But I can see the summit up there. It's not too far away. We probably have about 45 minutes to go.
And this is the type of house you're going to see in these neighborhoods. This is a generational home. It started off with the parents on the first floor, and they start giving out floors for their children.
Ah, no way.
So that's the structure you're going to see in this scene. That one behind too. It's generational building.
Wow, so they build them over the years?
Yep.
Wow. All right, so I just realized Carlos has set me up.
I did.
I've been like on an hour and 15-minute walk through the hood, basically. And now he just pointed to me. He said, oh, now we're to the hard part. Now, if you guys remember, this was only supposed to be a 1-hour hike. So You guys are gonna need to cheer me on this one. I didn't realize I was hiking Acatenango today, but it looks like that's the case. So we reached the little mirador and the sun is going down. I think we still have about a 30-minute walk to the summit. Carlos wants to push it on up there. The sun's going away. He has a light. You can see kind of the shadow of the sunset over there. The views are beautiful, stunning as the lights start to come on over the city. And as we walked up through this town, you could just kind of see things change, the view change, sort of the landscape and everything. But we're up above most of the buildings, and so we're in the nature now. And of course, there's plenty of Colombian music in the background, as is always the case. All right, we only have 328 steps left up to the destination, but that is if you see the stadium lit up there, that is the Atlético Nacional, the local soccer team. So they're in town tonight. They have a big game. But look at the gorgeous valley in the city of Medellin and the lights. I hope you guys can see it. But to me, it's beautiful and it's amazing. Wow. And we even have a big old moon right up over there. So Carlos, you didn't think I was gonna make it, did ya? It's a steep climb, guys, but I made it. This guy right here is pretty strong and solid though. He pulled me up. All right, there's lights up here, but it's definitely dark outside. The sun is long gone, but we're making our way up the last few steps.
So my house is over there. That's Laureles, where the statue is located. That whole south area right there is Envigado.
Envigado.
Poblado.
Poblado. So that's on the south side.
This is Manrique.
Manrique is over here. Wow.
That's the last part of Medellin, because that's where Medellin ends, and that's Bello now.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!